What if a simple lunch invitation could change 3 lives forever? In today's heartwarming story, a powerful CEO spends every day eating alone, convinced that success is all she needs. But when a struggling single dad and his kind-hearted daughter walk into her world, everything begins to change. What starts as a small act of kindness soon grows into an unexpected friendship that teaches everyone the true value of compassion, trust, and human connection. Stay with us until the end to discover how one little girl's courage transformed the life of a lonely CEO. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. And let's get started. The lunch rush had already filled most of the cafeteria. Inside Hayes Technologies, one of Chicago's most successful tech companies. Employees sat in groups, laughing and discussing projects while enjoying their meals. Yet in the far corner of the room, a single table remained untouched. Seated there was Victoria Hayes, the company's CEO. Her wheelchair was parked neatly beside the table, and a tablet displaying business reports rested in front of her. Every day she arrived at exactly noon, ordered the same meal, and ate alone. Most employees respected her intelligence and leadership, but they also feared her serious expression and distant personality. Few people ever approached her unless work required it. Victoria had not always been so guarded. Years earlier, several trusted business partners had betrayed her, leaving deep emotional scars. Since then, she had focused entirely on work, convincing herself that keeping people at a distance was safer. While the company continued to grow, her personal world became smaller and quieter. She often watched employees, enjoying conversations and friendships from afar, pretending she preferred solitude. In reality, the silence weighed heavily on her. That same afternoon, Daniel Carter entered the building for a job interview. He was a hard-working single father who had spent months searching for stable employment after losing his previous job unexpectedly. His daughter Lily had to accompany him because her school closed early due to a maintenance issue. Daniel worried that bringing a child to an interview would create a poor impression, but he had no other option. After checking in at reception, Daniel and Lily were directed to wait near the cafeteria until the hiring manager became available. Lily, full of curiosity and energy, looked around the room while Daniel reviewed his interview notes. Then her eyes settled on the woman sitting alone in the corner. Unlike everyone else who seemed surrounded by coworkers, the woman had no company at all. Lily tilted her head thoughtfully, feeling sorry for her without knowing that the lonely woman was the powerful CEO of the entire company. Lily quietly turned to her father and asked a question that would change all 3 of their lives. Daniel followed Lily's gaze toward the woman, sitting alone in the corner. He immediately recognized her from the company website and froze. "Lily, that's the CEO," he whispered, hoping she would drop the idea. But Lily only looked more confused. To her, Victoria Hayes wasn't a powerful executive or a famous business leader. She was simply someone eating lunch by herself. So Lily replied innocently, "She still looks lonely," before Daniel could stop her. Lily picked up her juice box and walked across the cafeteria. Employees nearby noticed her heading toward the CEO's table and exchanged surprised looks. No one willingly interrupted Victoria during lunch. Daniel hurried after his daughter, embarrassed and worried that this unexpected encounter might ruin his chance of getting the job. Lily reached the table and smiled brightly. "Hi," she said. "My dad and I were wondering if you'd like some company." The entire cafeteria seemed to fall silent. Daniel stood beside her, apologizing immediately. "I'm very sorry, Miss Hayes. She didn't know who you were." Victoria looked up from her tablet. For a moment she appeared startled. People usually approached her with business requests, not simple kindness. She studied Lily's cheerful face and then glanced at Daniel, who looked ready to disappear from embarrassment. To everyone's surprise, a small smile appeared on Victoria's face. "I'd actually like that," she said. Daniel blinked in disbelief. Nearby employees watched as Victoria invited them to sit down. Lily happily climbed into a chair and immediately began chatting about her favorite books, school projects, and dreams of becoming an inventor. Victoria found herself listening with genuine interest. Lily's honesty and enthusiasm were refreshing. She asked questions without caring about titles, wealth, or status as the conversation continued. Daniel relaxed and shared a little about himself. Victoria learned he was raising Lily alone after losing his wife several years earlier. She admired his dedication and quiet strength. For the first time in years, lunch felt less like a routine and more like a meaningful moment. What began as a child's simple act of kindness was already starting to break down the walls Victoria had spent years building around her heart.